So practically, the life I've been living for the past few years, I think it's about 4 now, is since I'm in an Arabic country, since I can't speak their language, since there are all these barriers, I guess there ain't no human connection for me, you know. I just left it up upon those excuses to decide what interactions I'm gonna be having with people, and there is undeniably this masculine aspect of every boy's life, that is somehow meant, forced, expected to find a way in the cracks, man. Because what are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me that for not having a family, are you trying to tell me that to your future kids, those explanations, those justifications, those excuses are what's enough to tell them why you did not man up for the situation, why you did not find love, So specifically, that's not exactly where I'm going. There is literally a huge lesson I got yesterday from something that happened whilst we were going with my buddy. We were actually from playing soccer. So our life have literally been just a cycle of playing, learning, so completely we just felt like that is what our life is all about now. Nothing more, nothing less. So we're passing these ladies, we know that if we're in the good grounds, if we are in our cultures, because we've been blaming it on diversity, on not understanding, on language barriers, not to talk with girls, and the instincts have been shouting out, honestly, to say, look at this one, look at that one. But no, we felt excused. We felt excused up until yesterday. We were coming across this lady after training, and my friend, I don't know what has gotten into him. We started a conversation after we've passed the lady. We said to ourselves, are we really not being given the chances by the reason of our circumstances, or is the problem now with us? Are we losing some of our magic as men, as boys? And I was honestly like to him, I think it's no longer the excuse. I think now the problem is with us. And right after saying that, we had passed the ladies, I think about a few number of meters. He literally said, okay, just to prove this situation right now, go talk with her. And I started to bring up the excuses immediately. I was like to him, man, come on, are you kidding me? You know how she's probably speaking French, I'm not good at French, and what if she's speaking Arabic? I've never uttered a single word in Arabic, so what's gotten into your mind? He literally grabbed me and pushed me by force to the lady and literally dropped me, and the girl was like, what's going on? And I was there. He left me there, and instantly, luckily for me, she was even speaking English. I said to her, I'm sorry to be here right now, but truth of the matter is, I was literally meaning to tell you that's the time whereby you're forced to say something, and you're gonna say something, you're gonna find something, and that somehow the magic that came back and hit me whilst I was just trying to find my way out of the awkwardness I've just created, the embarrassment I'm appearing to be to this girl. And right after delivering a very amazing introduction, she was interested in following up and knowing what I'm about to say. And I was like, I believe it wouldn't hurt to meet someone new. I'm sorry it has to be this way, but honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I was wishing to know you, if that's okay with you, of course. And she was like, that wouldn't hurt, obviously. We stayed and talked for longer hours than I expected, and my friend was standing somewhere in the corners wondering that what's happening. Like, we were really being held back by our own weaknesses, not that it was the excuses. We still have the game in this. And I talked with her. I felt alive. It felt different as it always is, to speak with a girl, just seeing the feminine perspective quite for a long time. I know how I'm sounding right now, but it is what it is, man. Sometimes we do go through the starvation from these other perspectives. We do become weak men. Like, how do you want me to explain this? We do lose ourselves and cover up all of that with stupid excuses. So yesterday was quite a turnaround and a moment, a revival of the man in me,